it's Alessandra, just doing my quick video for my first newsletter for July. So bear with me. How do I want to start? Right, so welcome to my first newsletter. I just wanted to start with district changeover and say that Dot Anderson Lee had an amazing day with a huge turnout, and Mosgill did the catering. The food was just amazing for lunch, morning tea, afternoon tea. It was just so scrumptious, and I'd like to say great. It was just absolutely great. It was a fantastic day, and not only with a huge turnout from District NZ298, but we also had members from around the country come to our district as well. And I do have a photo in the newsletter showing a huge number of people. It was just amazing how the whole room was full, just like in the old days. So it was great. Congratulations, Dot, you did a fantastic job. She also organized a speaker, which was Neville Emmett, and he spoke about the Dunedin Heritage Rail Trail, or is it Light Rail Trust? Sorry about this. And he did a fantastic job. A man with a dream and making it real. And he's got 3 cable cars, and one day they will be up and running in Dunedin and making Dunedin another historical icon place to go for tourists as well as our nation. It'll be a fantastic asset for us to have. So I would like to also conclude that Dot has had a tremendous year, and she has made it look effortless, and that is an amazing thing to do and a great achievement. So I would like to say, good on you, Dot. You've done a fantastic job. I aspire to what you've done, and I'm starting my year out and just trying something new. So I would like to first start out with Jo Williamson is stepping in as second vice chair. And she's from Invercargill North, and she is just a gorgeous girl, and you're just going to love her. And I am so pleased that she has stepped up. Fantastic. Thank you. Also, we have Pauline Lampede from Queenstown, and she is stepping into our district editor. She is going to do a great job. She's a fantastic editor with wonderful skills, and I'm looking forward to that. Also, we have Maureen Malcolm from Oamaru, and she is so gorgeous. I've known Maureen for a long time, and it was really nice when I asked her to step up to ISO, and she said yes. So we're going to have a wonderful time with her. She's thrilled about learning about her new position. She's never done ISO, so this will be fun. I am thrilled to bits to have Pam Henderson say yes, she's going to step up for one more year, and I really am absolutely grateful. Pam has been such a big support, offering valuable advice and help with my Rose Day, and she has just been such a rock. I really appreciate everything that she has done for me and all the help and support she has given me. So thank you so much, Pam. Dot Anderson Lee, well, she's stepping into membership, and I know she's going to do a great job, and I'll probably be calling her for more advice and her words of wisdom that she has already given me previously. And finally, I would like to say Josie Gilroy from Invercargill. It's so reassuring to have her beside me, and she is such a gem. She is well organized. She's got everything at her fingertips, incredibly efficient, and she has a very caring advice and nature. So I'm really stoked this year. Inner Wheel, Queenstown, gave me the beautiful flowers, which I'm still enjoying, and I thought it was a very nice surprise. So thank you for your thoughtful surprise, Pauline Dunbar and Jeanette Robertson. I really appreciate it. It was very, very nice. Now, nervously, I gave a speech 1 to 2 times. I actually lost my breath, and everybody was wonderful. I reminded myself I was among friends, and I had many members come up to me afterwards and ask if I would send them a copy of my speech. And then I decided to make a video that was unedited because I'm not sure how to do that yet. But it was wonderful, and I've given you a choice of which one you'd like to have. This year, I'd like to focus on our international theme, which is unusual because it's our normal round wheel for Inner Wheel, and then we have the Venus logo of the plus sign added to the bottom of it. So it encompasses the idea of empower and evolve, with the idea of women are important and Inner Wheel is important. The national project is something I'd like to focus on, as well as fellowship. That's my personal one, is fellowship, because I believe that if you focus on fellowship, it'll naturally bring membership and friendship. So to District NZ298. Now, it was great to catch up with Joe and Jim Gowden, which she is the past national president. And I met her years ago when I was on national council. So it was great to catch up with her. Jim was amazing, and he actually explained that some clubs accommodate their members by having 2 meetings in the month for their members. I found that a fascinating idea, especially as some members can't always attend those because they've already got work commitments or other commitments that they can't attend. So I thought it was a wonderful opportunity and something that we should, or you could possibly think about for your club. Maybe one meeting being social and the other one is for a community-minded project or something, or people who were wanting to be active in the community. It is an interesting idea, and I personally found it inspiring, especially with the concept of fellowship. So the second thing that Jim mentioned was that Inner Wheel has something that Rotary doesn't, and I was actually quite surprised and said, what is that? And he said, 2 representatives on the United Nations. Now, I agree, that is an amazing achievement and one I'm very proud of. And I actually had never thought about the fact that any other organization didn't have this unique character until he pointed that out. So I think that's something we should be reminded of, and I'm doing that. Now, the national changeover was on Saturday night, and it was an awesome evening. I was absolutely delighted to attend, and it was where the national chains went from Christina King over to Darlene Westrup. And I hope I've said her name right. She's absolutely lovely. And they're both amazing ladies, and they have so much to offer all of us. It was great to see someone from our district, NZ298, to step up to this important role, and she was very gracious and touching the district, the clubs, the members throughout New Zealand. I think Christina King has done a fantastic job, and she definitely opened her heart, her home, and her friendship to so many, and personally I admire her efforts and her passion for Inner Wheel. She had an excellent evening with entertainment, and I would highly recommend attending a national changeover if you get the opportunity. We can all go. We just have to put our name down and let them know that we're coming. So if you have a chance to attend a national changeover, please do. I definitely recommend it. The national project last year was Look Good, Feel Better project, and it did really well in Dot's year, so I would like to ask members and clubs to consider another round of funding and donations for such a worthy cause. The raffle baskets, the same as last year. I think that the postage is free. I'm just not sure about that, but I would love for you to consider that again. The district magazine, great job of the district magazine, and I would like to acknowledge Liz Fraser for all her efforts in district. You should have received it by now. It has been put together beautifully, and I encourage you to have a read of the clubs and the membership activities. Now there's a vacancy. First vice chair needed immediately. Yes. District needs a first vice chairman, and I would like you to step up for this amazing role. Now, it's a wonderful opportunity to have with so much of a lighter role and responsibilities than in club level. So I thought it was a wonderful opportunity for you to know a little bit more about this. So for your first year, you attend 1 national meeting. Now, I couldn't attend because I already had work commitments that I had already booked for, so I couldn't attend. But you have a Rose Day or training day, and that's where you ask a club to help with the catering in the venue, and you can either help, they can actually help you with a speaker as well, but it's just 1 meeting for your first vice chair, and that's in 2019 in the first parts of the month. So I'll have to find out what the date is for that. Then what happens is changeover, and you become district chair. So I just thought it was important for you to realize this. So as district chair, you have 10 to 11, sometimes 9 to 11 newsletters to write. You have 11 club visits in your town, and some clubs come together and for their official visits. So you might have Invercargill, there's 4 clubs, they might just book together, and then you have only 1 visit for the 4 clubs. So be mindful. You have 2 national meetings and 2 district meetings. The district meetings are usually September, October, and the second meeting that you have is the AGM district. So there isn't a lot of meetings that you actually have to do. You do a little bit of traveling, but just remember many of the expenses are covered by national and district. So I would ask you earnestly to give this some serious thought. As this role, you'll enjoy, you'll learn, you'll grow, develop new understandings, friendship, and fellowship. And the best part is we've got a second vice chair right behind you. So Inner Wheel Invercargill is where I first started in 1999. I have such fond memories. When I was president of Invercargill Club, it was Dorothy King that I called for advice. She is always there with her support and advice, and I admired her when she was district chair with her grace and compassion. I think everybody would agree that she did a magnificent job. Now, Hap Naylor happened to be in the Invercargill Club where I was, and she personally, her journey to the international editor was something I just was so impressed with, and it motivated me to step up to district editor as well as national editor. Now, I haven't done international editor, but I think that what she's done is just incredibly awesome. And yes, what she's done is so inspirational. Now, while I was on district, I had some wonderful times with Wendy Henderson from Invercargill and Rhonda Ridsdale. Rhonda Ridsdale, I was her district secretary. So I've had a few roles on district, ISO secretary, and the editor role in district. District is a wonderful time, so just enjoy it. Come and see what it's really about. Now, Naira Hare in Dunedin South asked me a while back to be on district chair, and after 12 or 13 years of club, district, and national all together, I just felt like I needed a real break. So I said I couldn't do it then, but I would step up when I was ready, and I did. So I've always found, and I didn't need to be asked, I just stepped up, just like I said I would to Naira. Naira has always been a strong inner wheel supporter, and she is a rock solid knowledge. Her words of wisdom are just fabulous, and she is always there to help you. I have always had a great admiration for Naira Hare. Now, Beth McNeil is in Invercargill South. I think she is the only international president from NZ298. So if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry, but I think she is. And she has always made time to empower, and I've always found her advice very valuable. So she has lovely kindness, she's knowledgeable, and she's charitable. She has a wonderful nature, and she's very inspirational. Now, Jeanette Woodley from Temuka and Zita Ashley from Timaru have always made me welcome from day one when I walk through the door at district, and I've always felt like I was coming home to visit my family. District is a wonderful experience. It's quite different from club, and I would really highly recommend you to I invite you to come to district and see what we're all about. It's just fabulous. So if you're interested, you're curious, or you're ready to step up to first vice chair, please contact me, Dot Anderson Lee, or Josie Gilroy, or even your club today. We really need you. Now, our next meeting is on the 27th of October for district in Invercargill, and I would like to make a weekend of it, starting with Saturday from 10 to 4 with Invercargill is doing the catering, and they're setting up the function and everything like that. I believe Invercargill North has the night of the proms on that evening, and so I would love to encourage everyone to book a ticket and come and enjoy the fellowship of Inner Wheel. And I have a couple other ideas that I haven't spoken to the other Invercargill clubs about, but once I talk and get a few more ideas, I would really like to make this an entire weekend where you enjoy Inner Wheel at its best for NZ298, because a lot of the other districts, they come together for an entire weekend, and I think we can do it too. Anyway, I would like you to have an awesome month. It's going to be a chilly July. I will be attending the National Council meeting at the end of August, and I will be catching up with you about that as well. In the meantime, consider the first vice chair role. I would love to hear from you. All the best. Yours in Inner Wheel Friendship, Alessandra Scarrett, District NZ298 Chairman. Bye.